think most of you know me, but didn't know me way back then in 1953 when I started attending Grace Church. That was about the same time that Reverend Ed Prosser came to the church with his lovely wife Donna, and they lived in the back of our little church in a very small apartment. That their living room on Sunday mornings would be filled with people having a Sunday school class, and the upstairs had nursery, but they were young people and they loved the Lord. They loved young people. He always made sure that we got to go to Trail of the Pines camp in the summertime. He was a very fast driver, and but we kids just loved that, and he made sure that we did. He also had a heart for people and for souls, and I know he went door to door in many of the houses in Port Hope. But all of our ministers have been wonderful people, and I can say that I remember all of them, maybe some of them better than others. I think of the people that were here when the church was first started. I think of Arthur and Margaret Burley, Charlie and Alva Abrams, Clifford and Hazel Etchard, Elmer and Merle Lonsberry, Jim Mayman and Violet Thurdle. They were steadfast, and they were always there, and faithful, prayer meetings, whatever, at the work. So I thank the good Lord for those people that were here at the beginning at my foundation in this church. One of the things that I remember especially about the missionary church in Port Hope are the missionary conventions. Every year we had one for a whole week. How thrilling it was to go and listen to those missionaries. It had a great influence on my life. I can always remember those long snake skins as they laid across the whole front pew. We would have missionary drives. We would raise money. But you know something? I think most times we exceeded our goal. It was just remarkable sometimes. And one of the wonderful people that was always a help was Hazel Etcher and Clifford. Hazel, I don't think there was a missionary that ever came to this church that did not have a meal in her home or stay overnight. How that spoke to me. She was a missionary, came as a starting missionary here at this church, and continued all of her life as she was able to. And certainly, we always had quite a good young peoples, and we had at one time many people coming to our Sunday school. As a matter of fact, we used to rent the old Legion on Yonge Street, and we had quite a bus ministry. And so I thank the Lord that I was being able to be part of that ministry. One of the questions that was asked was, who had the most influence maybe in your life? And I have to say there was a wonderful couple that used to attend this church here, but moved away for their family. And their name were Martin and Sue Sanford. They, to me, were salt of the earth Christians. I learned so much from them. I learned more about serving and loving and giving and overlooking things. So I thank the good Lord for the influence that they were in my life. But one minister I will have to single out is Reverend Lloyd MacArthur, because this church building that's here now was started by him. The people came together and they had a mind to work and they had a mind to give. And it was nothing to come up here and see people picking stones and doing whatever they could to get this work ahead. And it went ahead, and we thank the Lord for that. And I think when I think of Reverend MacArthur, I think of his favorite Bible verse from 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. But I just want to say, be faithful. May all those who come behind you be faithful.